Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. Now for this evening's shave, we're going to be using the People's Project from Heritage Hill, and you can see right there, the razor company. One thing that makes this the People's Project is there's also a matching splash that was made by 345 or 345's soap company. So as you can tell, this has not been opened. And this is my very first use of this soap. I just took some of the scrapings off the side of the tub. You can see the pour. Again, 3 ounces for $9.99 if you just get the soap. I don't recall what the splash is by itself. They'll pop up here on screen how much the splash is by itself. And I just noticed is that label art used with permission of Heritage Hill Shave Company because it matches this, and this was made by 345 and Heritage Hill. So also a razor company exclusive for both of these. 345 and Heritage Hill are phenomenal soap companies. I like the guys at Heritage Hill, and I like John over at 345. Now, the eraser this evening is going to be the Black and Silver IBC with, I believe, a 10th Use Feather Pro Super. The bowl, the old go-to, the stainless steel Hendrix bowl. I'm gonna try to keep that straight. Hendrix and Heritage, very similar. Going off of 1 day growth. A little bit of bumps down here. I think I may have pushed the blade a little bit too far before binning on my last shave. And the brush is the Teton Shaves Zen series with a 28 mil knot. Now the soap is an homage, dupe, whatever you want to call it, of Creed. And I know I'm going to say this wrong because I'm not a frag head. Aerophilus, something like that. I'll pop that name up on screen and I'll put up the scent notes as well. I don't recall the scent notes off the top of my head, but being a Creed inspired scent, 1, you know it's good. 2, you know it's very well blended. Three being Heritage Hill soap, you know it's gonna be really good. 4 being a splash from 345, you know it's gonna be really good as well. All right. Man, what a week. So that project I've been working on that has a PM in India and customers on the East Coast and just trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, we finally can make progress and engage the customer again. Which is fantastic. I've been worried about that one. Can I pass? Can I pass? Can I pass the UN test? Yup. Beautiful, beautiful bloop. But now, and just speaking with the PM from the other company, partner company on this project, not only do we have daily calls with the customer, he wants to have a twice a week meeting, just he and I. So I get to have 7 calls a week for 1 project, not to mention my other projects. Luckily, one of them should be wrapping up here by the end of the month, or we can go next month. So I don't have to deal with that anymore. 2 less calls a week. That's satisfying. Yeah, I realized that one should have been with my left hand. Oh well. And another one, the project I'm shadowing for the new product, they have a call set up at 8 p.m. again, my time, sometime next week. I have plans that night. I won't be around like, sorry, I have plans. I have a life outside of work. And yes, realize that this customer is in India and Asia. But I made these plans a couple weeks ago. Andrew's now coming with me with this call. And no, I'm not moving my plans. They can record the call. I'm shadowing the project anyway. It's not even mine. So they can record the call. It's for a demo. That's something I've not seen. Somebody asked the guy doing the demo if he can record it. Just because I can't be on the call. Dang, this smells really good. And of course, being Heritage Hill, you know, performance is top notch. Absolute zero issues with performance, slickness, building lather. It's all super easy. Super easy. Excellent stuff. Excellent, excellent stuff. You can see there's running down the blade holder down to my finger because it is so well hydrated. There we go. Second pass almost done. The go-to area with the Chevette is always the, you know, the against the grain and with across are always the hardest. Or most time consuming. There. It's quite lovely. Last passing to break open that beautiful, beautiful splash. Y'all know I don't like the round bottles. Seems like a lot of artisans are using those. I don't like them. They take up, they're harder to store. My favorite bottles are probably the flask style, like PAA used to have. I want to say Lather Bros has it. Maybe one or two other artists use that style still, but I like that. It's one of my favorite styles of splash bottles. Yes, and I'm getting nitpicky on splash bottles. But I don't like the round ones. They take up more space than necessary. In my opinion, at least. So I don't like them. Or let's just say they're not my favorite. I don't think any other kind of flat bottle over the round. This soap is freaking awesome. Love the scent. It's really good. This is the fragrance I was not familiar with prior to getting this soap. I really dig it. And of course, performance is outstanding at Heritage Hill. Can't go wrong with those guys. Absolutely brilliant scent. Brilliant performance. You can see there going kind of against the grain with zero lather. No issues. Can't tell if that's anything I got there or that's just brilliant. Getting a little bit of J-hooking down there to get this little weird growth pattern there. Just a little bit on the chin I can pick up. Just right there. I can't see it. I can feel it coming off. There we go. There we go. Nice little bit of stubble. That usual trouble spot right there. In the hollow of the neck on the left-hand side is always a pain in the butt, regardless of razor style. There we go. I can see some stubble in there. All right, we're gonna do a cold water rinse real fast. Then I'm gonna crack open Good splash. More cold water rub down, I guess. A little bit of face feel, see how things go, see how they went. There. All right. I don't recall if 345, if they're an alcohol or witch hazel based splash. It's been a minute since I've used one of their splashes. I've used their soaps, but not those that have matching splash for. So, let's do that. All right, now, and the ingredients are not on here. Yes, they are. In white. Alcohol, first ingredient. So, if I can get it open with my white hands. There you go. Broke the seal. And I do love his restrictor. I really dig that. It's one of my favorite things about their splashes. Well, I should say the favorite things about the packaging of their splashes. I love that restrictor. Oh my. Oh, it smells heavenly. Nice little alcohol burn with it. Man, that smells really good. Telling you guys, if you haven't checked out 345 or Heritage Hill, you need to. They're both phenomenal. Ran by great people. Great products. Highly recommend both of them. I think they're both very underrated. Anyway, quick recap. The soap was the People's Project from Heritage Hill 345 Soap Company and the Razor Company. Finished that up with a matching splash by 345. The razor was the black and silver IBC with a 10th or 11th use Feather Professional Pro Super blade. Used the Teton Shaves Zen series. Beautiful brush. I love his knot. It's a 28 mil, but doesn't feel like a 20, it feels like a 26. Whipped everything up beautifully in the stainless steel Hendrix Classics & Company lather bowl. And that was a great shave. So again, link for all the descriptions, or for all of the items, will be in the description below. And if you have not subscribed and made it this far, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch y'all next time.